Hey everyone, it's Brent the middleman, your middle aged middle manager in a midlife crisis, here today in person for my very first trailer reaction. I know this trailer's been out for quite a while, but I'm really excited to see it. I'm really excited for this movie. I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan, so I'm going to watch the Oppenheimer trailer. I'm sorry, I actually have a cold, so I don't sound like my normal self, but I really wanted to get this reaction out there. I don't know how much longer my voice is going to sound like this. And I have a holiday break, and I don't have the kids in the house today. So I thought it would be a great chance to do a reaction to this trailer. So let's watch the reaction, and I'll be back after with my thoughts. This trailer's already the bomb.
We imagine a future, and our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it.
Cillian Murphy. He looks just like Oppenheimer. He's perfect.
And they won't understand it until they've used it.
Yep, we understand now.
Theory will take you only so far. I don't know if we can be trusted
We can't.
with such a weapon. But we have no choice.
Wow, is that like the inside of an atom? The soundtrack's already awesome.
Is anyone
Jack Quaid?
ever going to tell the truth
Heard that both Afflecks were in this movie.
about what's happening here?
God, this one's so stressful. Working on that. Yes, July, this summer. Sweet. Okay, wow. That looks amazing. I can't believe it's going to be here in July. It's going to go, and now I think that might be my most anticipated film of 2023. I honestly I'm a huge Marvel fan, as you guys know from the videos on my channel, but lately they've been a little disappointing. So I'm hopeful that, Kevin Feige, with some of these delays and things that they're doing, will get back to where they were. But this Oppenheimer movie looks legit. I love Tenet. I did a breakdown of Tenet. You can check that out in my channel. I'm a huge fan of The Prestige, of Memento, of Interstellar. These are all amazing movies. The Batman trilogy, of course, was incredible. So I'm really, really excited for this film. The soundtrack sounds amazing. Cillian Murphy is incredible. He's great in Peaky Blinders. I mean, he's good in everything he does. All of these people. I was just flipping through the cast list here. Robert Downey Jr. as Louis Strauss. I don't know how much you guys know about the history of the or not the Los Alamos project that Oppenheimer was on to build the bomb. But Louis Strauss was basically his villain role, where Oppenheimer was really this um, liberal. He even had leanings towards like communism. He got called out a lot on that. Louis Strauss was the Republican guy, and I think he even pronounced his last name like Strauss, like with a southern draw, so it sounded less Jewish. I mean, he complete opposites, and he wanted to keep moving forward and building a bigger bomb, the hydrogen bomb. And Oppenheimer, he didn't want to. I'm sure they'll get into all of that, and so it just depends on what your views are on who you see as good and evil. That's not for me to say. I'm just some middle-aged guy here. There's Florence Pugh, who uh, was in Wrestling with My Family, which is a great movie. She's the new Black Widow. She's awesome. She plays Jean Tatlock. Jean Tatlock was like a psychiatrist who was also part of the Communist Party. She might have been gay. We're not really sure. It was harder back then to be open about things, but there's rumors she had an affair with Oppenheimer. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. This is all like you guys can figure this all out. This is just what I remember from. I used to be, I'm a big history buff. So just looking at the cast list, jumping out at who's who, and I love physics. I go to bed listening to physics podcasts. Some of my favorite. Jack Quaid playing Richard Feynman. You guys know Jack Quaid. He's in The Boys. I do Boys videos on my channel too. So all these people that are in the shows and movies that I love are going to be in this movie. Richard Feynman is not your normal, like you think of physicists as like nerds and stuff like that. Richard Feynman was a cool dude, and he had a lot of jokes. He has a lot of classic um, jokes about physics and just life in general. If you're in the mood and you need a pick me up, look up Richard Feynman and his sayings. He's more quoted than like Yogi Berra on the Yankees. So I think that's a great casting choice. He would have been a young, you know, on the come up physicist back then. Matt Damon is in it. Rami Malek. I'm not sure who they're playing. I think Emily Blunt's playing Oppenheimer's wife. So he's got to choose Florence Pugh over Emily Blunt. No, I don't think so. Now I know that the rumors were not true about that affair. If Emily Blunt was his wife, Josh Hartnett. I'm not sure who he's playing, but I haven't seen him in a movie in a while. But he's always a pretty good actor. Uh, David Dastmalchian. He was the guy. He played the Polka Dot Man, right, in Suicide Squad. Good casting. Good casting. Both Afflecks. I'm right. Both Afflecks are in this. It doesn't see where they playing, but there's Ben and Casey. I guess Casey's working on not being blackballed from Hollywood anymore. You can Google about it if you want. Jason Clark. He's awesome. Zero Dark 30. I just did a best streaming options where I talk about Echo 3, who's by the guy who wrote Zero Dark 30. Jason Clark is not in Echo 3, but Zero Dark 30 is amazing. Jason Clark was also in the Planet of the Apes movies. Really good. Floki, come on. If you're gonna watch, if you weren't hyped about this movie, they have Gustav Skarsgård, one of the like infinite number of Skarsgårds. A lot, the Viking family of Sweden. Floki though is in this. He should get more work. He's one of my favorite parts of Vikings. Probably everyone's favorite part, other than the Shield Maiden. But yeah, Floki is the best. So I'm glad that he's in this. Of all the Skarsgårds, he might be up there as my favorite right now. It's pretty close. Alexander Skarsgård, he was cool in The Northman. He's got some other movies coming out, but I don't know. You can't beat Floki. Dane DeHaan, Kenneth Branagh, Gary Oldman, Tom Conti is Albert Einstein. Okay, you got to Google Tom Conti. It's a pretty good casting choice, actually. I could show maybe pop a picture up, but I'm not sure. I'm still getting used to this whole reaction thing. Just a middle-aged guy. Matthew Modine, Papa from Stranger Things. And if you guys want a good Matthew Modine movie, go check out Vision Quest, one of my favorite Matthew Modine movies of all time. Um, really, really good. If you want to like to get pumped up and you want to hear Journey's Separate Ways playing and pumping you up. But man, what a cast. Christopher Nolan seems to have done it again. Uh, just incredible. The history behind this, the impact it has. Like this movie means a lot today. Like we're on the brink of, a potential nuclear war with Russia and China and these other superpowers making moves. And the US, kind of getting pushed into a corner a little bit. Who knows what's going to happen? There's a lot of people that are worried that, nuclear war is coming. Um, and here's a little trivia for you. The biggest bomb that's ever been tested, which country tested it? Russia. The USSR, they dropped the biggest bomb ever. It was just as a testing thing. But it was incredibly powerful. It made like Hiroshima and Nagasaki look like fireworks. I mean, it's it's scary where it's come. Like, it was horrible back then, like, terrible tragedy, killed millions of people, the radiation that just stuck around for years, and now we have bombs that are even bigger. The plane that was dropping that Russian bomb almost blew up in afterwards, and they tried to give it minutes to get away. The explosion was so big and unpredictable that it almost took out the plane. And that's the thing, we heard him talk about it in the movie, like, they had an idea of how big this explosion would be, but, it was all based off Einstein's equation, the E equals MC squared. That's how they even so Einstein wasn't, like, directly involved, but his equations are what led to us realizing that in the tiny little mass that exists in an atom, if you're to split that, the energy that will come out of it is the mass times speed of light squared is the amount of energy that it will release. And that's just splitting these little atoms. So they've done it, I think with uranium and plutonium and other other different elements as well. So we have bombs and hydrogen. We have bombs that could literally wipe out the entire planet if two countries were to launch them at each other. So it's really scary. But be nice to each other. I have 10-year-olds, so I think kids are getting nicer and smarter just as a middle-aged guy thing. So I'm hoping that trend continues. Um, and it's great to have historical movies like this told in a way that reminds us of, the lessons we should have learned a long time ago that we're still trying to learn today. You have to learn about history to be able to move forward and not repeat those mistakes. You do it personally, uh, or as a society. It's important that we know this, and we can't just get caught up in these little TikTok videos and Instagram photos. We have to really study and learn about the history of the world, and so we can make educated choices. But I'll get off my soapbox. I hope you guys enjoyed my first reaction video. I plan to do a lot more. My voice will come back to normal. You guys know how I sound if you've been watching my videos. If you enjoy this and you want to see me do more, please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, of course. It really helps support the channel and allows me to kind of do my dream job here potentially. I have a goal by the end of 2023. I'd love to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. Think it's doable, but I need the help of the people who are watching but not subscribing. I'm going to try to post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe even more frequently. So I'm really back on it. No more time off. I really want to get this channel up and running and make it something special. So I love to hear in the comments what type of videos you guys would like to see too. And I clip out comments and theories of the different shows and movies, and I'll do videos about those too to shout you guys out. As always, I appreciate the support. I'm Brent the Middleman. I'll see you next time.